Yo, what is up folks, TCG here, and today we'll be taking a look at Atarka Red in Explorer, which I used to climb to a Mythic this past weekend. I didn't end up recording or streaming any of the matches. I was pretty much entirely while watching a Valorant Invitational. But hey, figured I'd share the list. And yeah, it's a powerful aggro deck. It's got some particular cards I think that are really good at the moment. And often the biggest blocker to like climbing and getting to the higher ranks ladder is time. And like amount of matches you can actually play. And so aggro decks tend to be the best ways to climb quickly. So let's kind of look at the list and into some of the specific card choices. A lot of it's just like, hey, you're going to have these cards, but then a few things are a bit particular. So at 1, we've got the kind of like trio of Monster Spear, Soul Scar Mage, and Commander Faces Kakazan. They're just the best red 1-drops that you can play pretty much in Explorer format. Alongside that, we have some other removal with Play With Fire, just as reach as well, and Monstrous Rage is one of the most powerful cards in the deck, plus T+0, and then a Monster Roll to give Trample an additional +1/+1, often just waking through your opponent's board. There are a couple of cards in the deck which just blow our opponent out of the water, and Monstrous Rage, just the amount of damage it puts onto the board, additionally giving Trample, which damage through, is absolutely wonderful. At 2, we have 4 copies of Burning Tree Emissary. Not a super powerful card by itself, but obviously the idea here is that you're playing this alongside something else on turn 2, either with Galia, which we're playing 2 copies of, just 2 to be super consistent. We don't want to draw multiples. Obviously it's not that bad because maybe you discard them. But Galia, other cities you can get +1 and haste, we're not using that ability at all. But whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may discard a card at random. If you do, draw 2 cards. It's a great way to refuel. Often you're playing this on turn 3, getting attacked with 3 creatures, or even like 3 creatures, even potentially 4 creatures off the Kamianos, or having multiple 1-drops. Super powerful, and you can just go Burning Tree Emissary into this. The other thing that we're playing, which is not, I guess, standard, is Yavimaya Iconoclast. It's 2 mana 3/2, which hey, you can play on Burning Tree Emissary on turn 2. It has Trample built in as well, which is actually super important. But you can also play it later on with the kicker. If you kick it, it gets +1/+1 and haste that comes in. So you're playing it as a 3 mana 4/3 with haste and trample, which is pretty busted. But it's another great thing to do off of Burning Tree Emissary on turn 2 as well. And one of the things I think is really given the deck, again, a bunch of reach. It's damage coming out of nowhere that your opponent can't predict. So Monstrous Rage does that. Iconoclast does that. We'll get to Atarka Command in a minute, which is the reason that you play the deck. But the other thing we're doing is 4 copies of Questing Druid. One of the things with these aggro decks is that you can run out of fuel. If your opponent can interact with you a bit early, or you get like temporary lockdown, anything like that, then often it can be game over. Questing Druid is another huge draw to play Atarka Red Green aggro, and hey, is been powerful in a bunch of different formats. But the main thing here is the Seek the Beast ability. So 1 in a red instant, exiles the top 2 cards of your library until your next end step. You may play those cards. It is until your next end step, so often you want to do this on your opponent's turn, or later in the game if you've got 3 or 4 lands in play. You can do this in your main phase and go, I'm going to really get some value. And then the other side of it is a Quirion Dryad, so 1 green for a 1/1, but whenever you cast a spell that's red in this deck, it gets a counter. So hey, get some card advantage, and then also get a threat that you can play and start building back up after your board's been wiped or something like that. Between Questing Druid, Galia, we have like a bunch of different ways to kind of like not get just swept out of the game. And versus some of the slower decks, which can often try and stabilize, normally these cards kind of let us either get more card advantage and break through, or find the reach so we need to finish them off. The namesake card of the deck then is Atarka's Command. Red, green, instant, choose 2. Your opponent can't gain life this turn. 3 damage to each opponent. You play a land card from your hand onto the battlefield, or creature you control get +1/+1 and reach. The most common and most powerful things you can do here are the 3 damage and the +1/+1 and reach. So we're going wide to the board, we're after attacking with a bunch of creatures, and so this is a huge buff, especially with like the prowess as well on Swift Spear and Soul Scar Mage. Is again another huge blowout, a bunch of damage out of nowhere, great way to clear your opponent. Additionally, the gain life mode on this spell has become more important. We have Amalia combo, which is really prevalent, and this turns the combo off for a turn. Often you can do that, either remove a gain life source or find the damage you need to actually kill. Similarly, it gives you a bunch of game versus angels, which I played against a bunch, and so yeah, being able to shut that off while doing some damage is excellent. And then another reach burn spell that you can play alongside Play With Fire. Really good. The last 2 things, which is a bit of a, I guess, kind of tech here, are the 2 copies of Witch Stalker Frenzy. 3 in a red, 5 damage to target creature. Kill Shoal Dread, kill some other stuff, but 1 less to cast for each creature that attack this turn. Note, This is not a creature that you've attacked with, so versus other aggro decks, you can play this on their turn for like 1 mana if they're attacking you. And here we're looking to like, alright, cool, we're going to attack with like the Spear, the Kumano backside, and like a 2-drop. We'll attack, kill your big creature, trigger all our power stuff, and then that's Atarka's commander with the game. There you go. Really, really solid. In best of 3, maybe you relegate these to the sideboard, but this deck was designed to really dominate in best of 1. That's kind of where we are with that. Mana base, super straightforward. We have 3 copies of Den of the Bugbear. We have 1 mountain. This is just a shout out to Field of Ruin. The Sakenzan, which is kind of free here. And then 4 Stomping Ground, 4 Crowcrown Pathway, 4 Copperline Gorge, and just 3Carplegian Forests. Deck designed to be as consistent as possible. We've got a bunch of like card advantage kind of built in with Questing Druid and Garlius so that we don't run out of steam. Bunch of reach with Play with Fire and Atarka's command. Really, really solid aggro deck. Would absolutely recommend if you're looking to climb on the ladder. And I'm going to play it in some best of 1 ranked games. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, let's play some ranked. Alright, first match. We are on the draw. Have what looks to be a decent hand. Obviously only 1 creature, but it may do potentially. Go ahead and keep this. You run as well. Alright, given the start especially, I'm gonna leave it with the commandos, of course. If you have like a weird sequencing hand, where you're like, oh, well, do I want to play these commandos now or later? You know when the creatures are gonna come down, and then also, it's like if you're giving your opponent to use a spell or something, they just get some extra value. We are being a burning tree though. Into Robert Rich, okay. This is something I was considering. It's something I maybe look at the sideboard as well. That's not good right this second, but it'd be pretty disastrous if we can't entrap with a robber, which is gonna be the situation. That's not great. Well, make our own Soul Scar. I need to pass. I will play a Pathway first. You get Smash to Smithereens here. We do have our own Monstrous Rage. Maybe we just fucking kill everything they target. It's a little tricky. Let them cast it. Is there a man of any color? Get me out of here. Okay, this is bad. This is bad news, Bears. They just cast our deck. Well. Yeah, I guess they won't do anything before blocks. This is 9-12 damage right now. We have to kill something. I'm like, can we get the Soul Scar to survive? The answer is yes, so I guess that we want to do a bit of a nightmare. Also a bit of like, are they going to cast both spells or not? Should have blocked the robber. I don't know why I've done it this way around, but depends whether you want to cards. They have priority again here. They're just gonna range them. If I bought the robber, we'd be able to actually get it off the board, which we're not able to do. Kill this. You take 6 either way, our creature survives. There wasn't a way to block something and kill something else. I should have just got this out. We have Frenzy again here. We have to have 2 things. We can get the robber out of the way now and then maybe Reckless Rage ourselves. Because this also is already a 2-3. If we Reckless Rage on it, they won't be able to remove it because that's damage. That seems like the way to go. And we save the Atarka's command for next. We're at 7. We're going to kill one of the creatures? 2, 5, 3. I think so. If they have 5 points of burn, I think I'm fine. Right? It's tough. I just don't think there's enough points to pace the attackers. I'm going to Monstrous Rage now. Yeah, no. It doesn't have the 10 in range of the target. What we draw. Case of can I get lethal here? I think running this kind of gamble is okay. A lot of the things that would like give them 7 damage, also give them 7 damage through us having a 2 toughness blocker. And holding back this is. They're gonna have 2 things though. Not endanger them the Cohesion Forest maybe. 3 damage, 1. This is 5, 8, 11 right now. Got a rough start, especially got like pretty crazy punished by the Rub of the Red. We might be dead. Like on Lightning Strike here, and we can play. It doesn't get the creature to survive, but it does make it all lethal. So this dies. This gets bigger. They take another 3. They take 7. Alright. Nice. There you go. Alright. Game number 2. I think I'll probably plan and play 5 games. You want to play here? Have Swift Spear, Garlia, Iconoclast, which is a pretty decent curve. It doesn't need to destroy a 3rd land, but hey. I feel pretty good. Opponent is mulligan to 6, I believe. Go ahead and leave with Swift Spear. Swamp, Rage, yeah. No real choices. Go ahead and jam Garlia. X. No fatal push is really nice. Of course. So 3rd line gives us Iconoclast plus attack, which lets us trigger Garlia a little bit. What do they take here actually? Oh, they focuses themselves. Yeah. There. They don't have any blue mail or anything else going on. Alright, well. Alright. Yeah, I was really shot. I just didn't, well, mulligan and didn't hit one. Obosh probably means a very red deck. We do 3 on the play again, has Swift Spear into Swift Spear player fire into Iconoclast, which should be pretty good. See what they have. If they're playing a creature, then I think we're in a really, really good spot. So Lava Runner go, lets us go. Yeah, the shock now. I'm gonna use the colored. Well, next set decision. We'll see what our opponent plays. We'll go ahead and dice the Lava Runner. Going for 4. I like Iconoclast, or if we have like a removal spell to be drawing 2, something like that we want to play, we can Soul Scum Mage. Or if they put something really big into play, we can just play them both out and not do anything else. But Stomp here. Alright. You can play both of these, but getting like this in for 1 damage next turn is about the same as the Iconoclast. I'm just gonna kick that. Yeah, the maximum damage and our opponent's not got anything on the board. 10. Yeah, they have a giant. There's a giant. What do we draw into? The forest isn't up to much. I want to offer this trade. I don't love it, but I think it's fine to make. Chandra. Interesting. As if they have something to play off of it. My red source into Soul Skull Mage. What do we draw into? We need to not draw lands. That would be good. I'm just gonna attack here. They're gonna have access to a lot next turn. Get the extra point of damage in. I will play out the mountain. It's worth keeping 1 land in hand in case you do draw into the Garlia. Or to pitch the land. To cut into cards. Chandra here is gonna be really good. Like if we drew, it would be really bad if we drawn a spell the last couple of turns, but now it's going to be much of a event. 4 mana at Obosh. The question is, like, are they going to attack here or not? We're probably going to try and use this puzzle point to turn the corner. Okay, no. So now we have Garlia, but no 3rd attack here. We're going to keep setting face, Block here in for 2, but into 7. Like, this is definitely a Questing Druid, where you at moment? There is Arbosh. I mean, that was a 4/6. Huge. And yeah. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage off of these. Before you use Soul Scar Mage. Oh, okay. I should say pass. Does it never remember watches Madness or not? Does not. It's 7. They have Ramanap runes and Den of the Bugbear. Den of the Bugbear fortunately is even, so does not get double damage. But with the etching, awkward spot. Yeah, animate here. Need to make some blocks. So, if we block these things that just stay, we're taking 3. This is 5. This is also odd. So something needs to block this, right? So 1, 3. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we need to block one more thing. I think blocking a spear is better than blocking this trade. Here we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would feel good. Yeah, we're not going to trigger Galia. I think our best spot towards lethal is okay. We just we went runner land. That's fine. Yeah, we did lose that one. Oh, that's magic. I'm really complain. Sometimes you will draw on lands. Opponent to the play. I'm going to keep this. Is a bit of an awkward hand. From Deserted Beach, we have to kind of think blue white control. Fair enough. Here's a Soul Scar Mage. He's likely going to end up playing this Monstrous Rage early. Try and get it in before they can remove something in response. That being said, we draw 2 creatures. 3. I'm trying to think if we get max punished by temporary lockdown. I think I'm actually going to do that. Like sandbag the Swift Spear. Like hey, we got a damage off the Soul Scar Mage. But be a little wary around this. actually, nice. And play out the Sekenzin. An awkward one. Like we've not really got loads of stuff going on. I'm gonna go ahead and do this now, and also that we want to cast this in this turn cycle. The scry. It's not like we're gonna have to point any creatures. So, Binding Tree's fine. It's just not gonna be. If they're to the Binding Tree, they're also going to head to the. Right. We still have to deal with this. We're like a little concerned about Wandering Emperor now. Okay, not with the tap land like that. But when we get to say, hey, nice. We want to try and find like a question. We hit another Swiss. Put it on the bottom. Okay. We're at 7, so like now obviously we're like behind. Nothing on board. At the 7 life, they're gonna start doing their stuff. Now cast memory, deluge, etc. That's why we have Iconoclast in the deck, I guess. It's like a hey, get out of this. Make disappear. Yep. Now we're kind of in top deck mode. Yeah, fields. Do you have a mountain to find? Don't you think your last card is... If your last card was Wandering Emperor, there's no way you're disappearing this. I believe that they drew... You can make Mirror tokens, but they don't block. I say that. I've been playing a bunch of blue-white control in Standard, And White Sun Zenith, which makes a bunch of these, is like very lethal. Oh, it's got yeah. Oh no. One, two, three, four, five. Let's say this is unfortunately. All right, we run it into the wall. This is the kind of matchup where like this is why you would want to put this frenzy in the sideboard. If you're playing best of 3. Here's a Kamano. You're at 5. You're at 2 poisoned, which is fine now, but that's actually a pretty quick clock if they just activate Mirax the next couple of you don't find lethal. The point where I'm going to cast this Witch Doctor Frenzy now? I think so, actually. Potentially giving up on a price trigger later, but given the amount of mana we have, it's not actually a great bet. Second Monster Strike. Monster Strike. We have the power to go through the hall now. We'll see how well that goes. It's only a +5 buff. You only get 1 damage over the hole. That's not actually true. 5, 6. Trade it off. 5 poison. Tough. Tough. I can't believe I just open attack into. Ah. Alright, my turn. Binding Tree. Okay. Problem is, like, okay, cast doesn't pass. Problem is that they had time to actually, like, draw into more. I'm not gonna attack him. Let's go. See what they have going on. They're just gonna Mirax more token. You seen what? Double March? Yeah, X on a farewell. Few March. Wait. Right. On a clear box like this, we might get some Wandering Emperor shenanigans. We can actually kind of around that. I was trying to think of a way to punish this other than Wandering Emperor. Because Monstrous Rage like gives us the the roll token that's around it. There's something else. I think you like wanting to play a sweeper. I think that's fine. I think what that'll lead into. Yeah, it looks like the casting Supreme Verdict. And there's Supreme Verdict mana. There we go. Alright, so they kept blue colors open, so can't cast Absorb. Oh. Not what we want to draw. But hey. Is this 3 tap to activate? Yeah. The standard version I've been playing plays a bunch of like Sunken Citadels. Tap to 2 for 2 to activate abilities on lands. Great with Field of Ruin as well, to be fair. Yeah. Okay, we're going to 7 points. With 3 cards. Plus a hall. We've drawn a man land which we can activate. Alright. Yeah, we've got a 1 turn to draw into something that ends the game. Get thinned a little bit. Yeah, I think the man land was not gonna get us there anyway. They've had the Field of Ruin in play for a while now as well. In fact, okay, no, we're not. Actually, we are just dead to normal damage. Depends. Oh, they have not activated the Hall of Storm Giants. I'm very happy. Alright, they're like, no, I will poison you. I will absolutely poison you. You'll be poisoned. Alright, we got a 9 poison. They got 4 cards in hand. We've drawn Play with Fire. Yeah, they don't have 3 tokens. Alright. Alright, we are 2-2. That was almost our opponent's genius. We lost that one versus Blue White. I did throw a creature away, and I also did play around the temporary lockdown even, but could not quite get there. Alright. This is an awkward one, because we have like Kimonos. We also have this Burning Tree. Oh, sorry. We have Kimonos plus like Kimono's Burning Tree. Oh, so yeah, I think we're just holding one of these. Playing is. I'll leave Burning Tree. If they ever made disappear. We don't, and we can now save stuff. I kind of like Swiss Spear here, and then we've got the Kimonos for the Swiss Spear next time. That also means that these Kimonos will be rolling off just as they're getting ready to like Supreme Verdict. Oh well, just after. It's like it creates a really awkward timing window for them because they're gonna want to play Supreme Verdict this next turn. We're gonna have these coming off as quite quite to spend. So to that end, let's play some more Kimonos. Absorb. Okay. Give it a second. They were at 20 going to 12. Like if they verdict this turn, if they have temporary lockdown this turn. Okay, the other upside of Atarka Red is that you have more answers to temporary lockdown post board. Obviously we're on here. Go ahead and Sekenzin. They have Field of Ruin, but if they have to tap out of the stuff, then Sekenzin to Field of Ruin might get us. Can't do anything with it now. Okay. Yeah, I was like, well, it didn't happen turn 3. But makes sense. Turn 8. As they did have the Wandering Emperor. They're gonna make a creature here. Try and get my Elf over multiple turns. Okay, they are. Maybe better for us. I mean, given we obviously know that we have the Monster Trade in hand, but yeah. Double Samurai. We still can't activate this. Maybe we can actually. Maybe secretly we can activate this. If our draw is a land. Okay, not that land. Couple and Gorge, the actual worst cards in our deck at the moment right there. They have 4 mana. It's so tough. So they could have double Wandering Emperor, and that's why they ran one out of summoning tokens with it. Because let's not dance at this play. They double block here, they take 1. Can't really afford to let them use no resources this turn, I feel like. They're not at a point. We've not actually drawn an Atarka's Command yet, I realize. Actually, we drew a bunch of Atarka's Command the first game we played, right? That explains a lot. I don't want to put. Like, it makes sense, obviously, to put the Monstrous Rage on the Soul Scar Mage. But that is also what they're kind of baiting for. You can put it here, this comes over for 2, we do 2, 4, and 4. Remember, this is 5 damage, and putting them to 3 is a lot more useful in the long run. They haven't absorbed anyway. Actually, that's not literally the worst. It's not true. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, like this game we've drawn 6 lands. Doesn't feel great. We've gotten pretty flooded a couple of times here. Playing 20 lands, and then also like have some things to actually do the lands too. Like this would be totally fine if we'd like hit a Questing Druid, but we have not, unfortunately.
Now you've done it.
+1 into not -1ing the Wandering Emperor is crazy. Oh, we've drawn 7th land. Get up. Tough games. Alright. So we are 2 and 3 now. Last game, I think. Gary Joe, I think we played earlier, actually. I can't remember 100% what they were on. Go ahead and keep. Yeah, did a little bit on the wrong side of variance, I feel like. We actually have drawn a casting video here, which is nice. Oh, were they on rogues? Okay, that makes sense to me. I'm just gonna leave the stomping ground, get out of the way now. Or Kamano's up here. Yeah, I think they were the rogues player that conceded after mulliganing and like drawing thoughts on turn 2 when we were playing angry. Couple of cards. The choices here. Kind of depends what they decide to follow with. They're gonna Thoughtseize. We have a decent amount of redundancy. We'll see what they actually decide to take. Like Question Druid gives us like some longevity. Take Burning Tree over either of the other 2 creatures, because that enables us to get a bit far ahead. We still play with fire? It's. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to play with fire. I think we actually choose Burning Tree. Does that change anything? Do we want to kill this DB's Little Guild? And I was going to get the Iconoclast to play now because it's mana efficient. I think that's still the best play. Because we are unlikely to be able to do this for 3 next turn. This is the most damage. This is coming in with hate. We've got the player 5 to deal with the player. It's not immediately impacting us. They're not going to immediately get enough cards in the graveyard to like turn it on. I think. And even then, you can still kill with the player. Another creature's like individually valuable enough that we don't mind trading them. Also real. Three decisions. Oh. Going into Mythic. This was the last game, so get that out of the way. Holding priority here. Yeah, I ignore the Burning Tree, I'm sorry. For now, at least. Burning Tree is also like a weird card with Questing Druid, because you're like, sometimes you end up going, like, I can see. And if you've got like multiple Questing Druids, or just like, if your hand shaped like, Burning Tree Questing Druid on turn 2, whereas obviously you'd rather have Questing Druid. This is not awkward as shit. Not even really ironic. Bit of triumph here. I'm gonna respond to this. They pay life. They pay life for this? We really do with this. And their hand cards like me seem to be valuable. But and they know we have lethal damage, but that's not the only action they have. But paying life to this is brave, I feel like. This card has been cropping up everywhere as well, by the way. Including like Phoenix. Actually, I don't think I ended up Grixis Phoenix sometime soon. Alright, we take the win here. I'll do a quick post-game wrap-up, and then, yeah. Alright, we end up 3-3 overall. 2 of those wins, unfortunately, against the same Rogues player, but hey. How it goes. We did get a little unfortunate in some of the control games, I feel like. Like, we didn't have the Question Druids, we got a bit flooded as well. We got really flooded versus Red as well, like the Elbosh deck. But, deck is really, really solid, would absolutely recommend. There are some things, like, we don't have, there's some things with, like, switching over for best of 3 if you want to play there. I said the Whistle Frenzies, you could take the 2 out of the main deck, play some more like burn, like play a couple of lightning strikes, and then maybe like play up to 4 frenzies for the matchups you really want them. It avoids you having like too many dead cards versus control, that kind of thing. There's also like good artifacts to hate. I avoided playing a Besage here. Largely, we just don't want a land that can only tap for green. Can be really, really awkward. Like even if you end up having to play one of the Crackland pathways on the Timber Crown side, it can lead to some awkward hands where you need enough red sources to be able to cast like Monstrous Rage plus Play with Fire plus stuff. Anyway, there you go. Deck is really good. Again, I really like the way this is built with the Questing Druids and kind of the longevity provided by these cards. You still have the super aggro draws with all these, and with Planetary Emissary, which is still a house, even though like it is like, hey, if you draw as your only creature, you're going to be unhappy. But it's what it is. And yeah, I think that we've got Murder at Card Mana coming out very, very shortly. We're diving back into kind of the Pioneer Explorer formats once that's kind of out. But there's a couple of decks I want to get to, and I definitely want to cover this because I was able to climb to Mythic pretty quickly with it. I think I went from literally like Plat 3 to Mythic over the space of 2 days, while watching like 12 hours of Valorant or something. But yeah. But there will be some timeless stuff coming in the meantime. I had a couple of different things I want to cover, and also I briefly mentioned it with Bit of Triumph, but I'm probably going to try and do a video on the Grixis Phoenix deck as well. I think the black version is very, very sweet. If you've got anything else you want to say, do let me know in the comments, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, subscribe, share it around. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Peace out.